Today what I'm up to is bottling the black IPA. Here's all the stuff. Well, that's some of the stuff. The bottle's down there. There she is. I'm actually going to pop it into my second fermenter and stir in some fining agent. That way I can leave the sediment in here. And I'm actually going to capture some of the yeast and see if I can use it in another brew. I've actually just got a pot boiling at the moment with a jar which I'll put the yeast in. So yeah, that's all about to happen. Bottles down there. I've mainly got plastic, which is pretty cool. Really damn easy to clean and just like easily reusable. And but I'll mix in a couple of glass as well, because I really enjoy having a glass bottle now and then. It's really cool. Plus it's really easy to give glass ones away, because then you don't have to say, oh hey, can I have the bottle back, you know, if it's one of the expensive plastic ones. Oh yeah, and one of these guys, 1.3 litre I think, so I'll use that so that I can enter the black IPA into the upcoming homebrew competition. That's Nelson's third homebrew competition, and it's going to be at McCashin's, so it should be good. Oh yeah, I made this as well. This is going to help with my siphoning. Not so much real siphoning, but more of like a tap fitting. So here I've got my filling straw, and that's the little bit at the end that sort of pushes up when you hit the bottle and releases the beer through. What I've done is I've attached my siphoning hose to the bottom of it, and then that just sort of pushes in and tightens and holds it all in place. So I'm just going to basically connect that onto the tap there, and then I'll let it flow all the way down to the second fermenter. Just a heck of a lot easier for me. I don't want to be stuffing around for too long. So yeah, that's where we're at. Got to get some bottles and things cleaned up, and then we'll get on with it. So I'm just getting these bottles cleaned, not sanitized yet, but just cleaned. But this is kind of a little bit of my technique. So I've got the bottle brush here, filled the bottle up with the brewing soap, and basically I just get that in there, and as I twist the bottle round, just give it a good hammering around the sides, and then a little bit for the neck as well. And then I just tend to just rattle the bottle round a bit and give it a last little rinse. And yeah, it seems to work quite well for me. And then that's chucked over there, and next is sanitizing for that guy. So alright, so on to the next step here. I am just getting these bottles sanitized. So what I do is I just let them sit in the sanitized water for a couple minutes, just roll them around a bit to get all the inside surface area touched by the sanitized water. And then basically, after it's been in there a few minutes, just give it a little swish around, and pretty much just let the water dump out, and boom, over to the other stage there where they'll sit and dry for a moment. So yeah, just got a few more to do, and this guy here, so not too far off. Cool. So I've just taken a final gravity measurement of the black IPA. And final gravity is actually 1014, well 0.5 because of temperature correction, not a big difference, so pretty much 1014, which is interesting because it didn't attenuate as much as I thought it would, and certainly the potential alcohol was looking to be about 7.5, so interesting. Not a problem though, I suppose, because it's still going to come out to be about 6.3% ABV. So it's still there. It's fine. It's not 3 or 2 or 3%, which would be a real pain in the neck. So 6.3, I'm fine with that. That's good, still drinkable. But yeah, it's interesting. Here's a little sample of it. As you can see, it is obviously very dark. I'll just give it an aroma, just so you can get an idea of what's in here. Definitely picking up on kind of like a chocolatey coffee sort of aroma in there. And that's mixed in with this nice sort of fruity hop aroma from the Nelson Sauvin, so pretty interesting. I always freak out at this, and I don't know why, but I don't know, I want to give it a taste. It always makes me feel a bit weird giving it a taste because it hasn't, finally finished. But I guess it's always a good hint of knowing what it's going to turn out to be like. So I'll give it a taste and we'll see what it's going to be like, roughly. It appears to be fairly bitter. But it's nice. It's nice bitterness. It's not too sharp. Still a bit of sweetness in there. Interesting. It's kind of tasting a little bit like a porter, which is not really along the right lines, but I don't know. Interesting. It's definitely not as full on as a porter. It's still kind of light, and there's a hint of hops in there as well, so that's pretty cool. That'll be interesting. Can't wait to check that out after a month or two. But yeah, we've got to get into bottling, so here we go. Right, taken the airlock out, so we've got a bit of a breathing hole. I've attached my setup here. There's the cat. Anyway, I've attached the setup here, so pipe and then the hose going into there, and that's just sort of coiling around at the bottom. And taps off, pointed up, not touching the ground. Sweet. And we should be good to turn this guy on. So there it goes. Perfectly silent. See, it's just starting to move off there, and we've still got some trub at the bottom there. I'm going to attempt to cultivate that, so we'll see how we go, see how much is left. But yeah, as you can see, it's actually fairly brown, so it could end up just looking like a brown ale, I suppose. But yeah, there you go. Nice, interesting. So I'll let that drain for a while, and once that's done, I'll put my fining agent into the secondary fermenter container, and I mean, I probably don't need any, but it's just my habit. I like to do it. I mean, if it's going to turn out to be a brown ale, then it'd be nice to have. So yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll mix it in, get ready for bottling. So here I've got the beer in the second fermenter, and what I'm going to do is just sort of, because I don't have carbonation drops, I've got some dextrose here, and I'll just put some heaped half teaspoons in, because that's a 640ml one. I'll chuck in a couple, and let that all sink down. It's going down the hole. And now we'll just take a look at that. I know, compared to what it looks like with the carbonation drops, it doesn't quite look like enough, so I might just add just a fraction more. Yeah, that's better. Cool, so that's what we're doing. We're putting some carbonation sugar in here, dextrose, and then we'll pour some in. Cool, so I'm just filling up a 640ml bottle. It's a really good tap, it seems to flow quite nicely. Just have to watch out for a bit of head, because sometimes you get back towards the end and it sort of froths up a bit too much. There we go. So that's ready for the cap. I'll just grab a cap for it. And there you go, pretty easy. Just give it a small shake as well to soak up those sugars at the bottom. So yeah, that's it pretty much. And I've just got the bottle sitting down there, just in the corner underneath the heat pump, so it should keep it all nice and warm, and let those carbonate for about a week and a half. And there's a bottle in there that didn't fill up as much, so what I'll do is I'll use that as my testing one, and I'll just try it at like a month or 3 weeks or something like that, see how it goes. So that's the end of it.